I had a really awesome experience going into Fort Worth for another job interview adventure recently. On one of the stops heading into the city, a man boarded the bus carrying a backpack and a notebook. He claims he's composing music, but he didn't have an instrument on him, so I figured, alright, maybe he's heading somewhere for practice, or maybe he's a composer that doesn't play, as those people exist. The gentleman that had stepped onto the bus was wearing a beanie along with the aforementioned backpack and notebook. He had a long coat on and what seemed to be a polo shirt, and he had baggy pants and I think sneakers, if I remember correctly. I was on one of those buses where there's a higher part in the back with the rest of the bus being flat. For those that have ever ridden the bus line in Fort Worth, you know which buses I'm talking about. It turns out his instrument and his means of making music were his voice and the bus itself. He began tapping rhythms on his knees, slapping the seats, and humming in complex patterns. Just as a note, we had a musical adventure from the outskirts of Arlington as far as the bus line stretched, going all the way into Fort Worth. Essentially, this man had volunteered himself as the bus radio, and it was a magical experience for sure. Unfortunately, all things must come to an end, and the magical man who had turned the bus into an instrument had gotten off 2 stops before mine, but boy howdy did it brighten my day for the rest of my time in town.